Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another sort of tour and final thoughts for a completed city that we did over on the Twitch channel. What's special about this one is that you'll notice it's a little bit smaller, but what's special about it is we did it in a single stream. We did it over in a 24-hour stream. We spent about 20 hours of that stream was working on this directly, and then some of it was obviously spent on breaks. Some of it was spent on sort of like little giveaways that we were doing, and we ended up spending the last hour just kind of goofing off and stuff like that. So we spent about 20 to 21 hours on this city, and this is what we were able to make. And my goal for the city was to make it feel like it was a completed area. And, technically maybe we should have filled this area in over here, but I think for the most part we achieved that pretty well. This also includes it's the first completed city that I've done with the campus stuff. We have a couple different campuses in the map. But it's the second sort of city that I started with the campus DLC that's brand new for City Skylines. So we got some industrial area here, some very, very basic sort of wannabe interchanges, I guess, not really full-on interchange. You can see there's a huge traffic issue at the front because everybody has to come in via this section. And then it sort of like they kind of have to hop from here into this main road. Instead of this just effortlessly flowing into this main road, it's kind of like it's like a sidestep to get over here. So the traffic is just not good. This should have been done a few different ways. We got issues with the just too much industrial right here with only really one way to connect. Literally, only one way to either connect, either if you're going out or if you're going in. Not even like a little slip bit right there or something like that. So we kind of goofed up on this, to be honest, in terms of traffic. But for the most part, the rest of the city has pretty good traffic flow. Just a big, giant, low-density neighborhood that we had to make. Sort of, it kind of looks like a shell or something like that. And that was, of course, we're pushing along to get the high density and stuff like that. We did end up kind of stepping outwards even before getting high density to start the forestry industrial park with industries. And I'm pretty happy with how this looks. It's kind of an interesting shape. It almost kind of looks like an owl to some degree, or like maybe some sort of like insect mouth or something on that as well. And this was supposed to be, it's kind of interesting because it's like, okay, a forestry area in the middle of the map rather than like out, like the whole city sort of being like designed around this forested area. That's kind of interesting to me. I think we ended up mixing in some vanilla forestry buildings in here just to kind of add some more building diversity. I thought that was kind of cool. We ended up putting in just some regular industry buildings in here, again, to kind of fill space and kind of make it look a little bit unique and diverse. We do also have disasters on max, so that's good. That resulted in some large earthquakes, some very large meteor impacts as well, and some massive tornadoes that kept absolutely just slowing us down in all the best ways. We did end up getting this park in here. I think this might be this is one of two parks that we ended up making. This was the first one we made. This is just like a little city park. You can go walking. It kind of connects this larger sort of European district to the old original neighborhoods and stuff like that. So kind of a neat little park right here, just taking up kind of an awkward space. Then we move into sort of this fill section, which basically was just a bunch of European. But the weird thing was we actually built this near the end. We built all of this near the end. First, it was like we started building out here, of course. And then we built the forestry. Then we came all the way over here because we saw this really low area. Like you can see that the elevation goes up, but it kind of comes down low. And on this water area, there's this little sort of low flatland next to the water. And we wanted that to be our downtown. We wanted to put our first university in a downtown environment. So we have leisure along the water here, mixed in with big buildings, all kinds of different buildings, offices, residential and stuff. And we ended up putting in the tech college. You can see it's kind of mixed in here. I like how it's kind of like in an urban setting rather than just kind of like a big plot of land that's dedicated to the tech college. We did end up just doing something goofy here. People wanted some canals, so we made this triangle canal bit. Ended up finding out that the track and field area just fit perfectly in this, which is really, really nice. Some sort of still, this is all high density offices and stuff, but it's kind of like not as like downtown as right here, which is the admissions for the college. We still have some college based things over here, like the police academy and some other things, laboratories and tourism, college of tourism and college of engineering and stuff. So just kind of filling up the space up here, down here and such. kind of making that basically our downtown, right? We have our downtown, then we have the European, which is high density but doesn't look as downtownish. It just kind of looks like an old town. We kind of come up to here into a tourist section where we have some unique buildings. We have the museum for the tech college. We also have American football. We have the hotels and things all along here. Big parking lot for the American football, but it also sort of ties into the nature reserve, which is also kind of in the middle of the map. This is also sort of connected to the university. This is just a proper generic university with the campus DLC. And this especially, this nature reserve could be like a point of where studies could take place, or research could be done, or whatever. It's just like a big biome or whatever to you know appreciate nature and stuff, right? And so this is, we just put a big, thick forested area through here with some openings for enjoying the different water features that we put in and such, and just kind of meandering around and finding different things and stuff. So the university, we never really truly decorated this that well. We just kind of painted in some trees. But I think this university, I don't know if we got it to level 5 or not. It does not look like we actually got to 5, but I think we got to level 4 with it, because we don't have the third. We have the School of Medicine, we have the School of Law, but we do not have the School of whatever the other one is, the third one, which would be unlocked at level 5. Then we just have this big sort of neighborhood here, which is just kind of a flat neighborhood area, just to fill up the space, right? To kind of just be an additional neighborhood. So we have neighborhoods over here, we have neighborhoods over here, we have neighborhoods over here, we have neighborhoods in the downtown, we have a neighborhood right here. So it's just kind of another neighborhood to kind of fill the space and add to our population, stuff like that. We could look and see what I'll have a link down below to the Google Doc that shows the mods that we use for this. Pretty standard mix, nothing too crazy. We did have Traffic Manager and some other stuff, but nothing overly over the, it was still rather thinner on the mods just because campus was so new. We ended up getting 55,000 population. We have, unlimited money, and we had the disasters on high. That was kind of fun, having those come down every 30 minutes or so, getting big giant tornadoes and meteors and stuff. This was a really fun city, and I think overall it has a really neat flow. And the fact that we built it, we started it here, but then we quickly built this out here in the middle, and then we quickly built this, and then we had to backfill all around these areas. I thought this ended up turning out quite nicely. And I think, honestly, if we had kind of like come in this way and filled out this section here, and I could see us even sort of coming down this way and filling out this section, I could see us filling just this whole bit of land. I think this whole area, if it was filled with city, it'd be a pretty neat little area for sure. So I definitely really enjoyed this city. Obviously, the stream was amazing. It was the first 24-hour stream we had ever done. It was absolutely incredible. Lots of hype and enthusiasm. It was a great time. And I'm really proud of the city that we made during this too. So I thought we'd archive this one just because we archive all the cities that we make. And I don't think we need to revisit this one, because I think it was, like, that's the point of it. It was a 24-hour city build, and that's why it was cool. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.